What's up, guys? Your girl Sandra here with another video, but today we're not going to do any book reviews, but we're going to R in a way. We're going to review covers of the same book, but multiple copies with different covers. It's about to get really interesting, and of course, it's only fair to start off with some Cassandra Clare. Cassandra Clare was probably the first kind of book when I took a break of reading and to get me back into reading, and she just reeled me in. I spent like 3 years ago, when it was summer, I was watching Shadowhunters, but the series on Freeform, and it ended, and I was so upset because I was like I had constricting feelings about the ending of the show. And one of my friends hits me up and she's like, "You know this is a book, right?" And I'm just like, this book better have a better ending. So I'm buying the book. I go and hit what was it? What store did I hit? Barnes and Nobles, if I remember. Yeah, I hit Barnes and Nobles, and I had a gift card from a birthday gift I didn't spend because I was like, I wasn't really into books back but now I cannot even sleep without at least listening to one or just reading a couple of pages of one. Ironically, how time can pass. So I got into Cassandra Clare's books a lot. So I have like multiple copies of her book, but in different covers. But let's start off with the first ones I bought. So ironically, I did buy the one that had the characters from the series. We have Dom Sherwood and Catherine McNamara, who played Clare and Chase. I loved the cover of this book. I really did, because I was so into the show. And ironically, I bought this one, but I also did buy the cover of the same. So it's the same book, it's just different cover, and I picked it up, and like it has like little scenes in the back when you line up the books, and it's a really nice scene. And I like how I go to the front desk and Barnes & Noble. When I picked this one up, it was both of these, and I think it was City of Ash, and she was like, "Oh, you know they're the same ones." I was like, "Yeah, I know, but I like the cover." So this one was like I said before, this one was based off the series. It's really nice, and this one is based off like the book and everything, but this isn't actually the original cover of her first book when she wrote City of Bones, or the Moral Instruments, because before the series hit, it was made into a movie, City of Moral Instruments, City of the Bones, and I do have the covers to match up the movie as well. I did watch, when I found out they had a movie, I did watch the movie. The movie was really intriguing, but it was with different actors though than the series, but they did a wonderful job. I think they did a wonderful job. This one was the original cover of the book for Cassandra Clare, and ironically, the first cover, City Bone, is always with the one of the main characters of the group, Chase, and this was it. I picked this one up at a Goodwill when I went after a doctor's appointment I had. There was a Goodwill by my doctor's office, and I was like, well, let me go to the Goodwill and see pick up some good book versions. I paid only 50 cents for this. That's not a bargain. I don't want to know what isn't, or what is. And it really is. I like the cover. I liked how the city looks like, and you have Chase all like kind of shirtless in a way, and then you have like the city above him and like his rooms and everything, and I do like it. It's really nice. I like the green to it. So ironically, I do have the books that line up with this one. I have all 6 of them. But I also have all 6 of these as well. It took some time here and there. I have picked up a few here and there when I go to Goodwill, or I think sometimes I go to 3 different Goodwills and thrift stores too. I just feel like thrift stores have good books too. Or if not, I just order them kind of online. Like sometimes I think I picked up one on eBay. I think it was one on eBay too. I never did Amazon except for the newer versions of them. I only did Amazon. I did do that one. But I also have, where is it? This one will be based like more the cover of the movie. I got this one, if I'm correct, and I'm 100%, I want to say 100% correct. I got this one off of eBay, off of somebody when I ordered it. But I made sure, and I was like, this is the cover of the movie, right? And they were like, yeah. So I kind of do like how they have like the city, how it looks and everything. They have like kind of like the church and everything in the background. So this one was based off the movie, so it's like kind of the movie cover in a way. Moral Instruments, City of Bones. So I love it too. Like I don't know. It's not, I just want to make this clear, guys. It's not weird to have multiple copies of the same book but with different covers. Everybody's always like, some people, like, not everybody, but some people be like, oh, that's weird, like, what's the point of you wasting money? It's not weird, it's not wasting money, it's cool covers. And ironically, I do have another one that I just ordered as well, but it's still on pre-order, so it won't get here until like 2 months. So maybe I will add on to this video later on when I get it. I'll just do another video when I actually get it. And then I have another version of the same book here. Like I said, the 2 different actors. I got this one off of Merch McCarty, wherever how we pronounce that, selling and buying app. This is also based off the movie cover as well. It's in good shape. Most of the books I actually did pick up here and there were in good shape. They weren't that bad. Like, you can see a bit of like wear and tear here, like some wearing, not tearing. But it actually is good and is actually really comforting. So if I ever want to go, whenever I get plans to go on a trip, I'm always like, I'm listening to music and everything, and like my anxiety just gets a bit peaked in on planes when I take off. It just gets me a little nervous. So, and I'm always kind of bored. Like, I'll watch a movie or anything, but I'm just like, I'm bored, and like I'm always in this book mode kind of thing. So now I can actually, this is travel size. I can just put it in my bag, and once I'm on the plane, put my headphones in and just go through it. So ironically, and like I said before, this is the movie cover of the book. It really is nice. Oh, exclusive to Walmart, so dang, that's not old then. And then I have, so right now I went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different book covers, and this is the 6th one. I got this one off, yes, I got this one off the same Merch and Mercari, where however you pronounce it, I got it off her. A young lady was actually selling it, and she was selling it with a different book, but I really wasn't interested in the different book, and I had sent her a message. I hit her up, and I was like, hey, so are you willing to sell it separate? I'm only interested in this book, and again, it's City of Bones by Casandra Clare. I love the ruin there. I love it, and it's so, and she did, ironically, the answer's so obvious, she messaged me back maybe an hour later, and she was like, yeah, I can do this, and like I even like kind of put a good price on it, not too high, not too low, and I was like, yeah, good, lit. So of course this is like travel size as well. I will take probably one of these when I actually do get a chance to take a vacation. That will probably won't be until May. I think my May trip might be Puerto Rico. We'll see. I'm actually going to take a book with me, read it on the beach, read it on the plane or something. I have already read this, like, and I have listened to the audiobook 2 to 3 times. But it's just easier, like, if I do get distracted when I read it, it will be, I already know what happens and everything. So you get what I mean? Like, just something to keep my mind busy. So this one is actually really nice, too, in travel size, like I keep saying. It's not that bad. So yeah, and then ironically, I didn't even know these were this size until I went to one of my favorite bookstores in Newcastle, Delaware. There's usually like a nice thrift stores here inside there, like kind of the farmers market, flea market kind of thing inside. And there was a bookstore in there that was my favorite bookstore. I would go in, I would get books that I solely forgot that I grew up with, and they would be like cheap, like for $2.50. I think I picked up Little Women for like, I think it was $2, and then another one for $4. I picked up a couple of the Vampire Academy books for like $6 or $5. Not that bad, and it was like kind of like the old covers kind of thing, and they were really good. And I picked those up. I was like, hand me that. But I went in one day when I was heading off to Florida. I think it was like my 2nd time going back to Florida, and I went in there. Cause I'm like, of course I'm gonna go in there. Like, I'm just gonna go in there before I leave. Like I always do every time I hit Newcastle, I always do. And I went in there. I was looking at the books and everything. And I asked him. I was like, hi to the owner. He was a really nice, like a nice older gentleman, kind of maybe a little like maybe my grandpa's age, a bit lower, probably a little bit lower. He was really nice. and like I already had like a bit of a kind of like a hookup, like a discount over there. Cause every time I go, he already knows me, knows I would keep coming in here buying comic books and books. So I'm kind of straying from this whole topic. So I went in there and I saw this book like this, but it wasn't this one. It was City of Ash, and I was like, nah, they have this version smaller, like in the more like I can take it like a carry-on kind of thing, put it in my carry-on bag and not worry. And then I did pick up City of Ash, like this kind of, but different cover, different room. And I picked up the one that is, I think it was the second to third one I showed. Right here, the City of Ash as well. I picked up 2 copies of City of Ash, different sizes and different covers. Best buy ever. It's just really sad that my bookstore closed down because everything with COVID, and I feel just really bad because like it was so like it was like a nice little corner bookstore, like not too big, kind of like area, and so sad because like I made so much of a connection with that person in the store, and it really is sad. But I did go through 6 books, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books, but it's actually 7 because actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I just want to make sure I was counting 6, but it's actually 7. But I do not have the 7th one because I pre-ordered from LitJoy. If you buy from LitJoy, you know which cover I was talking about. And I know everybody's probably like looking at this video like, what's so important about different covers, or like, isn't this a bit silly? You're all inside of your own opinion. I just like it, and I just love like the different authors' books, different authors and their books. Like I do try and plan to do it on some of Jennifer Armentrout books too. Like I think on my previous video I had said in one of the book reviews, I was like, oh, this isn't really the original cover, Shadows, because it's not. But here and there, I can probably get them, like, if I go to flea markets or Goodwill. And I do kind of pick up here and there some of them as well. But, yeah, I think it's just, I like it. It's good. It's like a hobby or a collection. That's what I do. I kind of collect the different covers of these books. And they're nice and they're pretty. And I just like them. They just catch my attention. And it's really hard to explain, but it's nice. It's just something I like, guys. So this is the end of probably the first talk of book covers. This is gonna be I'm leaving this episode 1. I probably do one later on, or I'll probably wait until my pre-orders come, because there is actually another, this is probably the same, it's going to probably be another Casandra Clare book. I have multiple copies of Casandra Clare books in different formats, but I kind of want to wait for those pre-orders because I did pre-order them and they're mostly Casandra Clare ones, so we will see, guys. But I hope you guys loved my video of cover to cover, different covers of books, so I hope you guys enjoyed. And go read some Casandra Clare books. They are really good. I do recommend reading some of Casandra Clare book and watching the movie and the series. But if you do want to understand both, you should read the books first. I wish I did know about the books first before I watched the series, but kind of the series got me to read them, so kind of vice versa kind of thing happened. So okay, guys, signing off. This is Sandra and the book talk of Cover to Cover episode 1. Bye, guys.